As you mentioned, and we've been saying all morning long, this system moving into our area is bringing with it the possibility for ice out on the roads. Joining us now live to give us a better idea of how our upstate roads are looking right now is Trooper Joe Hovis. Good morning, Trooper Hovis.
Morning.
First off, how are things looking out on the roads right this minute?
Well, fortunately, we've escaped probably any significant accumulation of any ice down here in the upstate. It's still pretty slippery outside just because of the rain event that we're having right now. As you travel farther north towards the northern end of the counties of Pickens and Greenville and Spartanburg, you might encounter maybe some ice over bridges or overpasses, but other than that, we've been pretty fortunate with that. We've got about 16 collisions in the CAD right now. We've got a tree down across the roadway in Pickens County. I've got a collision versus a deer, but pretty much normal to what you would show as a rainy day today.
All right, well then that's some good news right there. And of course, how did you all prepare for this moving into our area?
Well, it's done our first rodeo, so we're pretty well accustomed to working, with wintry weather. We were just prepared. Usually we're going to be doing a lot more collisions than we are today, so we were ready for that. Probably the biggest issue that we're looking at is possibly tomorrow morning on your morning commute. I think like water running across the roadway from all the significant rain that we're going to have today. Freezes on the road is a potential for black ice there, and it's really highly unrecognizable, and that's what you need to look for in the morning on your as you commute to work.
Absolutely do. And with the pandemic and more people working from home, have you all been seeing less people out on the roads, less collisions, or not really?
That's a good question. Being out on the road all the time, it doesn't look like there's any less people on the road. There could possibly be, but our collisions are pretty much about true to form the way they are every year this time of year. We've had over 900 fatal collisions in the state of South Carolina so far this year. So we're encouraging people today, especially as you're traveling, make sure when you're running your windshield wipers, you're running your headlights. Make sure you slow your speed, you increase your following distance, and just be aware as you're traveling to and from wherever you're going to today.
Absolutely, and as we get into these winter months even more so, we're likely to see some more systems like this one. What message can you send to drivers out there on just how to be safe and some tips maybe?
Well, today's a reminder that the winter will officially be here probably in the next 2 or 3 days, and it's a good time to make a check on your vehicle, make sure that your tires are properly inflated, make sure that all your fluids are filled, and just anything that will prevent you from being stranded on the side of the highway. Make sure that you have some waters, maybe some snacks in the back of your car, maybe a couple of blankets, just in the case that you are stranded on the side of the highway. And make sure that your cell phone's always charged when you make those trips. And just use common sense. But when the winter weather does get here, probably the best advice I can give you is to stay at home and enjoy the snow with your family.
All right, Trooper Hovis, I want to thank you for getting up early to be with us this morning and all of those helpful tips as well.
My pleasure.